And then we put our dough down. So I'm just gonna lay this out on a cookie sheet, and then you have to kind of move it around a little bit. Next thing we're gonna do is take an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. I have put this in a bowl. I'm gonna soften it a little bit in the microwave. So once you have your cream cheese warmed up, we just kind of whip it up a little bit. We want it to spread easily. And recently I've started adding just a little pat of butter to it too. And I'll mix that in. It helps it spread easier, and of course, butter makes everything better. Once we have the dough pressed on and we have the seams all closed up, then we're gonna pop this in the oven at 375, which is what the label says. And we just want that to bake a little bit and get kind of a golden brown. That'll just take a few minutes. While our crust is in the oven, baking a little bit, we've whipped the butter into the softened cream cheese, and we're gonna take a little bit of garlic powder and sprinkle it in with the cream cheese. And that, I can't even give you a measurement because it's really a personal preference thing. But just that little bit of garlic adds enough of a kick. So our crust should be ready to take out of the oven. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. That is just what we want it to look like. Nice and golden. And now I'm gonna take this softened cream cheese with a little bit of garlic, a little bit of butter, and we're just gonna spread it around. And that's basically our pizza sauce. And it goes on really thin. So you're gonna have to work it around a little bit. I think we're pretty good there. Next thing we're going to do is give it a pretty good coating of mozzarella cheese. Again, this is a personal preference thing. You could do a thin layer. I like a lot. Okay, I think we have that pretty even. All right, next thing I'm gonna put on some mushrooms. You don't have to do that if you're not a fan of mushrooms. I like them. You could chop them and make them tiny. These have been rinsed, by the way. I leave them kind of big just in case somebody at my party doesn't like mushrooms. They could easily pick them off. And after that, a little bit of either Parmesan or Romano cheese. I like Romano. Now we're gonna pop this back in the oven. And we're gonna turn the broiler on just to melt the cheese because the crust is already baked. Okay, looks like we're done here, or close enough. So the reason you wanna get close to the edges while we're making it is so that you can minimize the burned edges. But there it is, good to go. It really only takes a few minutes to put together. You can just cut it in squares if you like. I like to actually do triangles. Let's see if I can get it to go. Camera guy Jim and I, we're gonna have a little snack. There it is for you on Jill of All Trades.